Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be straightening my hair. I have actually not straightened my hair in like 7 or 8 months, so my hair has not seen heat. I haven't sat here and done it because I hate straightening my hair. It literally takes me an hour. I have naturally curly hair and it's really thick. So today I decided I was going to straighten my hair, and I'm going to do a little story time while I do it to keep you guys entertained. I'm going to tell you guys about the time that I had COVID. First and foremost, I have just gotten out the shower. I literally am in my pink fuzzy robe. I have no clothes on. My hair has been towel drying. I'm about to take it out, let you guys see what I'm really working with here. At first, I'm going to start with the products that I use. So I like to use Moroccan oil shampoo, hydrating shampoo. I love this, and I love the smell of this especially. And then of course I use the matching conditioner. So this is the Moroccan oil hydrating conditioner. So I have shampooed and conditioned my hair, and now I'm about to take it out. I'm going to get the straightener fired up, and we're going to go ahead and get this ball rolling. Okay, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Whew. It feels good to let that out. So this is my all natural hair. This is all me. This is no product. This is freshly cleaned. And I'm gonna straighten this today. We are gonna make it straight. Let's get into it. As my hair is drying and time is going by, it is getting bigger and bigger. So I'm gonna got to get this party started. First thing first, I always have to section my hair. I have way too much hair to just try and straighten it without sectioning it. I usually will separate the top from the bottom, and I do the top first. So that's what I'm doing now. The normal person probably would take a comb and section it out all evenly and stuff, but yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that. There goes my bottom half. I'm gonna use a clip and just clip that up there. I'm gonna look a little crazy to start with. I got my straightener heated up. I like to use the Chi straightener. I have had this straightener for like 6 years. Chi is literally like the first brand of straightener I've ever had, and the brand that I still use today. So, and I bought this straightener because I was like supporting breast cancer. The proceeds of the purchase went to breast cancer. So that was another reason why I bought it, and it's cute. It's pink and it has this pretty design on it. So yeah, this is the straightener that I use by Chi. The serum that I put in my hair is this. It's called Two Cheek Frisbee Gone. It has shea butter, sweet almond oil. So yeah, you can get this at any, like, I got this from TJ Maxx. It's like $7 for this bottle, so it's not the cheapest brand of stuff, but it's not like unaffordable either. But I like to use like a thicker oil in my hair because I have such thick hair. So first things first, I go ahead and spray some of that onto my hand. I run it through all my hair. You know what's funny? Because I had a friend who was in school for cosmetology, like to do hair. She told me that you're actually supposed to put the oil in your hair after you straighten it because it fries your hair to put oil in it first. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that true? I don't know. That was just what one person told me. But my hair would be so dry if I straightened it without heat. And also, I like to use the serum to kind of protect my hair from the heat, so that's why I do it this way. This smells so good. So the way I straighten my hair is I just grab a little section like so, and I run my straightener through it. Y'all hear my hair sizzling? So maybe she's right. Maybe I'm not supposed to put the oil in first. I legit never straighten my hair, and this is why, because I hate putting heat on my hair. I was luckily blessed with naturally curly hair. And when I was younger, my curls used to be a lot curlier than what they are now. But when I was younger, I used to straighten my hair a lot. So it's not as curly as it was before I like ever started putting heat to my hair. But I literally hate straightening my hair because it takes so long. Like, I will pay somebody to do this before I do it myself. This is actually probably the first time I've straightened my hair myself in like years. I normally have like a friend do it, or I'll go to a salon and have them do it. And we're gonna move on to the next piece. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into story time. I know that is probably the most entertaining thing. I've just finished this bottom part. As you see, it's nice and straight. I'm just getting these back parts that I can't really see. It is so hard to straighten my hair myself. You guys, this is a gray hair. This is a gray hair. Do you see this? It's a long gray hair. It's literally this long. Oh my god. What do I do? I hear you're not supposed to pull it out. Should I not pull it out? Wow, that is so crazy. What even causes gray hair? Does anyone know? I'm gonna Google it. What causes gray hair? Your hair follicles produce less color as they age, so when hair goes through its natural cycle of dying and being regenerated, it's more likely to grow in as gray beginning after age 35. Genetics can play a role in this when it starts. So why am I growing a gray hair at 23? I don't understand. That's really upsetting. But yeah, I finished this bottom part, so look, it's all straight and pretty. Now I'm going to clip it back so it won't get in the way, like so. And from here, I like to take the top part and part some to the side, some to the back, some to that side. But I'm just gonna start with my left side first. My forehead is foreheading right now. Thing is thangin', look at it. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna clip that to the side of my head. So now this is what I'm working with. I'm gonna put my serum in my hair first. And that serum really helps my hair. Like this bottom part that I just finished straightening, it feels so soft and silky. And it is definitely because of this. Or it could be because I haven't straightened my hair in like literally 8 months. Fun fact, I was younger. I used to be so insecure about having curly hair. Like now actually I embrace my curly hair. I love that I have curly hair. I'm so happy and grateful that I have naturally curly hair. But when I was younger, I thought it was ugly. It was always naughty. Like, it definitely has to do with how I grew up though. I grew up around white people mostly. I grew up around a lot of white girls and they're like silky, slick, thin, straight hair. I remember this one girl I went to school with. She washed her hair, conditioned it, didn't have to straighten it, didn't do anything. All she did was comb it out and it was good to go. Like it was so pretty and long and straight. And I used to want that hair so bad. I am actually very blessed to have the hair that I have because I can do a lot with this hair. So anyways, let me go ahead and get into story time. I know y'all are tired of hearing me yap. So, the time that I had COVID. Alright, so COVID started March of 2020, right? That's like when the world shut down. In January was when we all heard about it. Americans weren't taking it serious. I know I wasn't taking it serious. In March was when they announced that the United States was going to go on a lockdown. And a lot of us didn't know what the hell that meant until it happened. We had never experienced anything like that in the history of the United States. The lockdown happened in March, like the end of March. I got COVID in July, I think. Don't quote me on that. I know it was sometime in the summer though. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When it came to COVID, I was not taking, I'm not gonna say I wasn't taking it serious, but I wasn't being cautious. Because I just had faith in my body and my immune system that I would be okay if I got it. And I was, thank God. I didn't know much about it. I was being really ignorant, honestly. I was a part of the crowd that was still going out. Well, not going out because there was nowhere to go out, but I wasn't social distancing per se. Like I was still hanging out with people. I was going to, you know, house parties, group outings. And this is how I knew I had COVID. So this is how it started. I had absolutely no symptoms. None. Absolutely none, right? Only symptom that I had was that I could not smell or taste. And it came about so slowly. My smell went out first, but it was very faint. So because it was so faint, I didn't really notice it at first. This is when I first kind of noticed that I wasn't able to smell. I had first gotten this new perfume that I was wearing and I love the smell of it. So one night I put it on, I didn't think anything of it. The next day I kind of woke up and I was like, I can't smell my perfume. So I put it to my nose and I really do a good like, and I could smell, and if you had COVID, you know what I'm talking about. I could smell, but it was very faint. Like it was like I had to try to smell. Like I had to be like a dog almost. Of course, that's not normal. Like you're supposed to be able to smell. So at that moment I was like, okay, I'm not gonna freak out. So that went on. I was still going about my business, living my life, doing whatever, not being cautious. My fault. Then a couple days go by. I was eating some chicken, and I make this sauce with my chicken, this specific sauce that I make. And I was eating my chicken, and I dipped it in my sauce, and I could not taste the sauce. And in that moment, I knew something was wrong. I freaked out. Next thing I did, I think this was like Sunday or Saturday or Friday. It was some inconvenient day because I could not go get tested that day. It had to be a Sunday then. Like, I Googled COVID testing places, centers, whatever. And there were some places that did rapid tests, you know, the rapid tests where you can get your results right then, right there. And they were not open that day. And I was like, I need to be tested today. Like, I got on the phone with the nurse, and I was like, I straight up was like, I can't taste, I can't smell. I need to be tested. Like, I think I have COVID. She was telling me that the places were closed and that I have to come back in a few days. So I went through CVS, because CVS is, you know, open on Sundays, of course. And CVS had an opening for me to get tested, so I went through the drive-thru and I did the testing. But the only thing about getting tested with CVS is that you don't get your test results back for, I think they tell you like 5 to 7 days, but it really only took like 3 or 4. But regardless, that's 3 or 4 days of me not knowing what the hell is wrong with me. I had already had a planned a trip to go back to my parents' house, literally that day that I realized I had COVID. And I called my mom and I told her, and I was like, I can't taste, I can't smell, like, what should I do? And she was like, just come on home, just wear a mask. So I did that. So I went and got tested, then I drove home 3 hours to my parents' house. I wore a mask the entire time I was there. Like, I tried to I stayed like far away from my parents, even if we were in the living room. About 2-3 days go by and I finally get my test results back. And I was positive for COVID. I told my mom, and she was like, of course, being a mom, she was freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, you have COVID. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. Like, I don't need to be around y'all. I don't want to get y'all sick. So I left that, I think I left that same day I realized that I had COVID. Same day I got my results, because I got my results early in the morning. And so I left that afternoon. My mom got tested, my dad got tested after that, and they came up negative. So maybe the masks do work. Maybe they don't. But yeah, my parents were okay. So I came back home, and I really truly felt okay. Like, I was drinking a lot of orange juice. I was taking ginger shots, orange shots, or like turmeric shots. I was doing everything that they say that we're supposed to do, because at this time there's no cure for COVID. I quarantined myself for 7 days. I felt completely fine, guys. Like, nothing was, I felt so fine. I was still doing workouts in my living room. Like, I was still living life. I just wasn't leaving or going anywhere. But I had absolutely no symptoms. I wasn't coughing. I had like a slight headache, but I get headaches all the time, so I wouldn't even accredit it to COVID. I wasn't throwing up. I wasn't getting sweats or anything like that. 7 days go by. I think you're really supposed to quarantine for 14 days, but y'all, that was so miserable and so boring. Like, I was like, nah, I'm getting tested after 7. If I'm good, I'm good. I went and got tested again, and I was good. I was fine. I was like, bet, I survived. I'm a survivor of COVID. Praise God. I don't mean that in a funny way either, because some people have actually really passed because of COVID. So I was truly blessed, and I really do accredit it to the lifestyle that I live, though, because I work out regularly. That helps my body. That helps my immune system. I follow a mostly healthy diet. Like, I do binge eat every now and again, but like, for the most, I'm not like, my whole diet isn't like fast food and fried chicken and fatbacks and pork and bacon, you know, stuff that's really not good for you, or soda, whatever. But I got COVID again, guys. I had a doctor's appointment. This was probably 2 months later, like 2-3 months. I can't remember exactly, but it was some months later. I had a doctor's appointment, and this was just a regular doctor's appointment, just a yearly annual physical, just going and making sure I'm okay and I don't have freaking breast cancer and stuff. So my doctor's office was doing free COVID testing while I was there. I might as well go ahead and get tested, like I'm already here, to make sure I'm safe and I'm not infecting other people. So I go through the line, I get my nose swabbed, not thinking anything of it, right? Just thinking like, I'm probably good, but let me just double check to make sure. My hair is coming a long way, y'all. I get the results back like 5, 6, 7 days maybe, and it's positive. positive for COVID the second time. I didn't believe it. And this is honestly what made me question COVID and its authenticity. The first time I had COVID, I knew something was wrong, right? Like, I've never lost my sense of smell. Never in my 23 years of living have I lost my sense of smell. So anyways, I tested positive for COVID the second time. I think a nurse actually called me to tell me that I got it, because this was a doctor's office. This wasn't just like CVS testing. So she called me and she was just like, hey, just want to let you know that your results were positive, and you know, the next, I think she said 14. I'm sure it was 14, because I think that was like what they recommended to quarantine. She was like, for the next 14 days, make sure you're quarantining and not, you know, around people, whatever. You know the guidelines of COVID. We all know them at this point. And I had no symptoms, you guys, like nothing. This time I could still taste, I could still smell. I wasn't coughing, I wasn't throwing up. I had nothing wrong with me, but I had COVID? Whatever. Long story short, a week later I go back to get tested again and it's gone. Whatever. So I say that to say that I have survived COVID twice. I have survived COVID twice, and people look at me so crazy when I tell them that I got it twice. And I have no idea where I got it from either times. I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I wasn't being the most cautious, the most safe when it came to COVID. Now, in 2021, they have released multiple vaccines that have multiple side effects. I am not getting vaccinated. I will not be getting vaccinated. You'll have to tie me down before I put a vaccine in my arm. Y'all, my hair is coming together. It's already been 40 minutes though, so I'm telling you, this takes an hour. This is all done now. Now I just have what's up here to get done. And for this middle part, I like to split it into half because it's a lot. Like, it's like the top half of my hair, and then it's like, so we're gonna do this. Split this top part right here, like so, and then I'm gonna just do this back part here. So with all that being said, luckily I was blessed to not have lost anyone directly from COVID. I have friends that I know had lost loved ones from COVID. This stuff smells so good. Like, I don't think I've used this in a long time because I'm really coming to terms with how good it smells. So I'm now on my last section of hair that needs to be straightened. All right, you guys, I have finished straightening my hair. It took me an hour. A little over an hour, but I was kind of taking my time, so it really takes me about an hour. So this is the finished product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, you might as well give it a thumbs up because you wasted your time watching it anyways. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!